Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation. Always it's good to start our morning meditation or any meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. What we pay respect to, the heart opens to, and this is the energy which can come in. So we can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, a Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring our attention, our awareness to the body, being aware of all the sensations of the body, being aware of the contact of the body as we sit on the chair or on the floor, the contact of the arms, the hands as they rest on the legs. Whatever other sensations we feel around the body, just being aware of the body posture with the back comfortably straight. We can sit on the floor, we can sit on a chair. The important thing is the back should be comfortably straight. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here. Where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. And we can observe, how does our energy feel as we visualize the body? We bring our attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping our attention at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen, as we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, we don't send our energy outside the body. And we keep our attention with the present. We don't dig up the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of this present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out. Being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, and simply letting it go, letting it pass. Whatever contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses, whatever forms in the mind itself, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind, we see them, we observe them, we let them go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Just keeping our attention centered with the breathing, watching the breathing, watching the mind. Whenever the mind is contacted, from outside, from inside, we observe it, we let it go, we bring our attention back to the breathing. We don't try to control or force the breathing, just observing the breath as the body breathes naturally. We don't try to control or force the mind, just being aware of all that appears in the mind. We observe it, we don't react, we don't get entangled, we let it pass away. If we take interest in what appears in the mind, either with like or with dislike, then we pour our mental energy into this mental process. We pump it up, we make it bigger and bigger. A thought appears in the mind like a bubble in the mind. If we take interest, then we create more of these mind bubbles. One bubble becomes 100, 1,000, thousands and thousands. The heart becomes a jacuzzi. But just watching, letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We don't take interest in the content of the thought, but we can take interest in the nature of a thought. What is a thought? How is it constructed? What is it made of? When we examine these mind bubbles, we look at the nature of the bubble. And as soon as we start to examine the bubble like this, it simply vanishes, it disappears. So if we take interest in the content of the thought, we create more of these bubbles in the mind. But if we examine the thought, what is a thought? What is it made of? It simply disappears. If we see a cardboard cutout of someone we like, someone we don't like, we will react. We react with attachment, with aversion, with like or with dislike. But if we look at this cardboard cutout from the side, we see, oh, it's just a cardboard cutout, and we lose interest. Same with these bubbles in the mind. If we take interest in the content of these mind bubbles, then we will react with like and dislike. But if we look at these bubbles from the side, we see, oh, just bubbles. Bubbles in the mind. And when we look at them this way, they simply disappear, they vanish. They arise, they pass away. And as we look at them in this way, we examine them in this way, the heart becomes more open, more clear, more calm, more cool. Whenever we react with aversion, we squeeze, we constrict our heart chakra. When we react with anger to what happened in the past, aversion to the past, when we react with anxiety to what may happen in the future, aversion to the future, we squeeze, we constrict our heart chakra. And as we constrict the heart, we block our own inner energies. And as we constrict our inner energies, the energies become hot and uncomfortable. So with aversion, we squeeze the heart, we burn the heart. But when we observe the flow of thoughts in the mind, simply watching, letting go, keeping the mind only in the present, the heart can open wider and wider. The heart is no longer constricted. The energies can flow. The energies become more cool. The heart becomes more calm, more cool. And as we keep our attention with the breathing, with the body, we don't scatter our attention, our energy in all directions. The heart becomes more collected. Calm, cool, clear and collected. The heart becomes more normal. It's how the heart should be all the time. The heart becomes at peace. We stop to pour our mental energy into our own mental disturbance. We stop to squeeze our heart. We stop to throw the heart in all directions with desires. The heart can find its normal, natural state of inner peace. And we see the normal state of mind is what we call the 4 Brahma Vihara, the 4 divine states of mind. Kindness, compassion, joy, equanimity. We call these the 4 Brahma Vihara. The Brahmas are the high heavenly beings. Vihara means dwelling, abode. So the high heavenly beings abide in kindness. They abide in compassion. They abide in joy. They abide in equanimity. We call these the 4 divine states of mind. Actually, they are the 4 normal states of mind. It's how the heart should be all the time. It's the abode of the pure heart. We can enter this abode through the door of kindness, through the door of compassion, through the door of joy, through the door of equanimity. The abode, the dwelling of the pure heart. In meditation we enter this abode through the door of equanimity, just being aware, letting go, watching the breathing, watching the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, and letting go. Whatever bodily sensations appear, we observe them, we let them go. Whatever sounds arise in our meditation, we are aware, but we don't send our mind out to the source of the sound, just being aware, ear contact, sound, arising and passing. Being aware of the mental events the thoughts, the feelings, the memories, the states of mind. We observe them as they come, as they go, as they arise, as they pass away. Being aware of these thoughts like bubbles in the mind, just watching them as they appear, as they pass away. Being aware and letting go of all states of mind. These states of mind like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. In time they all pass away. Same with the heart. Sometimes we can't see our own heart. It's full of whatever state of mind. We observe this state of mind. We let it go. All states of mind pass away, leaving the heart clear and open, leaving the heart at peace. Always we observe the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, through the body, through the mind itself. Being aware of the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensation. Being aware of the impermanent nature of all the mental events. They all appear, they all pass away. We all want happiness. We all would like a permanent happiness. But what can we base a permanent happiness on? We look to the outside. We have our family, our friends, our possessions, our livelihood, all impermanent. Our friends, our family must all pass away. We can lose our belongings. We can lose our livelihood. We look to the inside. We have this body composed of the 4 elements: earth, water, wind, fire. We borrow these elements from the world to form this body. And while we have this body, it's always changing, components always being replaced. Finally, the time comes we must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains to call me or mine. Being aware of the sensations of the body through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations, impermanent moments of sensation from an impermanent body. Being aware of the impermanent nature of the mental events, the thoughts, memories, feelings, states of mind. They appear, they pass away, all impermanent. So we look to the outside, we look to the inside for something permanent to base a permanent happiness on. And we cannot find anything permanent in this world, outside or inside. So if our happiness must depend on attachment or being based on anything permanent, a permanent happiness is not possible. But if our happiness is based on letting go, then what we find is not the permanent happiness. What we find is the timeless happiness, because we can let go of everything. We can let go of everything outside. We can let go of everything inside. And in letting go, we find the real happiness. The happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom. freedom from our own mental disturbance. In letting go, we stop to pour our mental energy into our own mental disturbance. We stop to disturb, we stop to agitate our own heart. The mind is not permanent. The heart is not impermanent. The heart is timeless. And as we simply watch and let go of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, the heart can find its timeless, natural, normal state of inner peace, inner happiness, inner contentment, inner stability, inner security. As we let go of all the things which destabilize the heart becomes more stable. The heart becomes stronger and stronger, more and more secure. We let go of attachments, aversions. We let go of desires, irritations, jealousies, bitterness, and so on. The heart becomes more clear, more clean, more steady, more secure. The heart becomes stronger and stronger. So we simply watch the breathing, we watch the mind, being aware and letting go, watching the impermanent nature of all that contacts the mind, from outside, from inside. When the mind really sees this impermanent nature at a deep, deep level in meditation, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The heart lets go. The heart lets go by itself. And in letting go, the heart becomes more at peace, more steady, more secure. As we let go of all our aversions, we stop to constrict the heart opens wider and wider. The flow of energy through the heart becomes stronger and stronger. We find a wellspring at the heart of cool, clear, fresh, life force energy, light force energy. And as we watch over the heart, simply being aware and letting go, the heart becomes more and more energized. The wellspring at the heart becomes a fountain. Fountain of peace, fountain of joy. And the mind is content simply to rest at the heart. The mind is content simply to rest the heart, being refreshed and recharged. And there's a feeling of coming home. We've come home to our own heart. As the heart becomes more energized, this wellspring becomes a fountain. We feel we are overflowing from within. Our inner cup is overflowing. And this energy overflowing from the heart, we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra, and we wish happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more and more energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow, wishing happiness for all beings. We can visualize the light flowing from the heart, flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, we wish happiness for ourselves. Breathing out, we wish happiness for all beings. Breathing in, we energize the heart, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. The light flows in all directions, above, below, all around. As we do this practice, the heart opens wider and wider. The flow of energy through the heart becomes stronger and stronger. The energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider. And as the energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider, our area of consciousness becomes wider and wider. As we do this practice, the heart becomes brighter and brighter, more at peace, more calm, more clear. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. So very simple practice, but great benefit. Great benefit here and now, and great benefit in the future. Because what we give to the universe will give us back many times over. This energy of peace which we radiate to the world is what will come back to us. And as we radiate this energy from the heart, this life force, light force energy from the heart, we bring peace to the world around us. We uplift the world around us. So breathing in, may I be happy, wishing happiness for ourselves. Breathing out, wishing happiness for all beings. Wishing happiness is the first of the Brahma Vihara, the divine states of mind. Kindness. We wish happiness for all beings. Spreading this kindness from the heart. And as we do this practice, we can also rejoice. We can have joy. Joy is also one of the 4 Brahma Vihara, one of the 4 divine states of mind. We can be joyful with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way possible. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, we clean the heart, we energize, uplift the heart, and we share this energy of peace with the world around us. We uplift the world around us, so we can be joyful with ourselves, that we start our day in the best way. We rise, we shine. And now we can observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace, more steady, more secure? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. We bring our attention to the body, being aware of all the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture. We can visualize ourselves as we sit here. We bring the right hand to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, palms together, and now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I wish you a great day. Bhavatu Sapamangalam. May all blessings come to you. Oham Shivoham.